بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to the open day for the Connecting to the Quran, a one-year Quranic Arabic course that I'm running here in Leeds this year. This is an opportunity today for you to ask us the questions and any queries you have about the course. And of course you'll have an opportunity I'm going to be giving out the course book as I go through it, so you can see the structure of it. So any sort of concerns or questions you have regarding the course, please feel free to ask them either in the actual session or afterwards. You're most welcome. What's the whole purpose? Why why this course? When I first became Muslim, I was studying Arabic at Leeds University, and even before I became Muslim, one of the things that really captured me the most about the Arabic was when a speaker would start going into what this word actually means in Arabic and break it down into the roots, why a word was used in a certain place. And when this sort of window was opened to me about the Arabic language, I realized that a large amount of the guidance of the Quran is actually in the Arabic language. This blew me away, because when I saw these words and understanding what they really mean, I realized that they're windows into a reality. What's that reality? What Allah wants for us in terms of guidance. And so when we actually have it in the English language, or any language that we know, there's the perception, the understanding of that word is lost, and sometimes can even be misunderstood. And so this was very profound. And when I actually became Muslim, this was why I was so passionate, and why I was so motivated to learn the language. Haji Mahmoud's here actually today, who actually saw me when I first became Muslim. He was one of the people there, and I was at the lowest of the class, and then within a very short space of time after becoming Muslim, I excelled in the class. Why? Because I realised that this language is going to give me answers to life. It's going to give me the answers to how to succeed in life, and it's going to clarify things for me so I know where to go. So what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to give you some examples of this. Certain words that we all know, many of us know from the Arabic language, but how we can sometimes misunderstand them when we don't really understand what the essence of the word means. So, this is a little test for you. Good. So, the light's not shining on that, is it? So, anyone, what does that word say?
Fitna.
Fitna. Very good. It's Caroline, isn't it? Yeah. So fitna. Now, what do we usually translate the word fitna as, Caroline?
Look, to discord or chaos.
Good.
corruption.
Discord, chaos. Anything else?
Trial.
Trial. Brilliant. Anything else? No? So how do we understand this word from the Arabic? As I said, Arabic words break down into 3-letter roots, if you're not familiar with that. The majority of Arabic words break into 3-letter roots. What's the first letter? Root. And you don't have to know this now. You're thinking, oh my goodness me, this is too complicated already. Don't worry, we can go through this in the course. So, what's the first letter of this root? So shout it out. The fa. So you've got the fa here. What's the next letter? The ta. There. What's the last one? Nu. Okay, that's the 3-letter root. So fatana, what does fatana actually mean? The essence of this word means to take something that's precious, like a gold or silver, some metal, and in order to really extract the essence of that metal and be able to fashion it in the way that you need to make it beautiful, what do you have to do with that metal? You have to put it in boiling, they put it in boiling water, I'm not sure what they put it in, but they put it in something, and it's very hot, and it's very intense, and it's difficult for the metal to make it supple, and to really extract the essence of it. So that's the essence of fitna. Now you think, well, what's that? Because usually we say, oh Allah, I seek refuge from the fitna of women. for example. Or very from your children and your families, they're a fitna for you. How do we understand that then? Does that mean, because usually if we think of fitna, we think running away from it, isn't it? Yeah, the women, or my wealth, or my family, they're a tribulation for me. So if they're a tribulation, I don't want to have anything to do with them. I'm going to run away, and that's my source of safety. But what we learn from this is that it's actually part of life. In order for you to be the real essence, the real you to be extracted, and you to find yourself is through the tribulation. And in reality, it's not blaming everything outside of you, like this is a fitna, and if I get involved in that, this is it's going to destroy me. Rather, it's a process within you, the fitna, and it's a development. And so we find that fitna is actually something necessary in life. It's something you've got to go through difficulty. We all want our lives to be easygoing all the time. Allah saying fitna is something necessary to life. We don't ask for it. Oh, well, I'll bring me loads of fitna then. But we understand it's necessary. It's something that's going, if we actually stand and and persevere through it, it's going to produce, we're going to find out more about ourselves in our relationship, our fitness in our relationships with one another, and in the tribulations that come outside of us, external circumstances as well. So if you understand it from that perspective, you look at life a lot differently. Do you see that? You don't see it as, oh my God, I shouldn't be having to go through this, I want to run away to the mountains and escape life. Rather, you realise all of this is that there's a purpose behind it to extract my true essence and find out, I'm going to discover more about myself, not that I blame everything around me. And so I feel that's very profound. When I learned things like this from the language, I was like, whoa, this is going to give me answers. And so think how much is actually lost in the translation and how much we can actually misunderstand things. And so much of the guidance of the Quran is actually in the Arabic language. But what we also learn from this is that we're not studying Arabic to just be able to speak Arabic or understand it and say, mashallah, I can go to Jordan now, or I'll go to Morocco and I can buy an ice cream in Arabic and flash my linguistical skills on people and come away with a result. That's not the purpose. For us as Muslims, that's nice to be able to do that, Everyone would love to be able to do that as well. But why are we studying Arabic? It's a tool. It's not a goal in itself. Rather, the whole point of Arabic is to be able to access the Quran. And that was my source of motivation, is that I want to understand this book. And with Arabic courses, the real issue is what's your motivation? Because when you have a why am I doing this, everything becomes easy. As I said in my example, when I first started studying Arabic, I thought it was a nightmare and difficult. And then once I became Muslim and knew why I was studying it, it became a cinch. I just took it with open arms because I knew why I was doing it. And generally in life, if you know why you're doing something, it's never difficult. Because there's so much passion, that's what's driving you through it. And so this is why I think it's so important that every Muslim has access to the Arabic. And I believe that as Muslims, Allah wishes us to know Arabic, and that we can learn Arabic as well. And this has been my mission basically since I came back from abroad, is that I believe that everyone can obtain this goal to actually access the Quran in Arabic. Unfortunately, most courses, they don't actually focus on that goal, the Quranic Arabic, in order to access the Quran. There's a lot more, they bring in a lot more things, and people, their focus becomes blurred because of it, and they become demotivated. Remember, we're not studying Arabic just so I can say this is a book. We're trying to understand when Allah says this, what does that mean? That means this is something profound. And you say this. And kitab, when we say kitab, the word kitab, what does the word kitab mean? It comes from the root kataba. Kataba does not mean to write, which will be taught in most Arabic classes. Just simply kataba means to write. Kataba means to engrave something whereby it can't be changed. And so when we read kitab in the Quran, we're saying this is something that will not change with the times. This is something that you can put your trust in. This is something that you can hold to and believe in. There's all these meanings that we are lost. And you don't gain these from normal Arabic courses, because we're not studying Arabic for Arabic's sake. We're studying Arabic to get the meanings, the juice of the Quran.